famous venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Yellow. Check pass.
Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Yellow.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
43. Hero 15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And it's fielded at the 34. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Young from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Check the backer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Spiller, and an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check right. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Spiller. Shrugs him off. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They run with Spiller. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This is Spiller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Yellow, yellow. 15. We got a seal.
They go play action. Now Mahomes dancing to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 81 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
It's now
second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, 57.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to come into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Young now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Young. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, Young. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
43!
Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff working right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now a give, right side. Milton, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. They'll try to throw now. Young. He finds his man Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, just like last play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll run on 1st down. Milton. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Milton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They fake the give. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert On 3rd and 9, eluding the and a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Yellow. Watch the whip.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 7, Young. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Young. And the catch made by Johnson. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Milton. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Young on 1st down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes firing complete. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Milton, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's Young. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go. Now the whoop. Mike 37. Echo. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
And Young's going to throw it here. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test.